Tell me your story.
I was this close to dying from a brain abscess that was misdiagnosed.
Good to know people care, though.
For a lot of people, the MRIs are clear.
You said you had a lot to tell.
Oh, yeah.
Someone said,
I thought it was normal to have like seizures by yourself all the time.
You definitely will feel guilt a lot.
I so appreciate you putting this together.
thank you. It says, suddenly experiencing sleep issues, and I'm terrified I'm going to have a seizure. I started titrating up on the lamotrigine dose a week ago. So I'm literally on 25 milligrams so far, and it's the second night. Now I'm having had issues falling asleep, except this time it's way worse. The other night, I got sleep around 4 a.m. and sleep uninterrupted, but I've had an hour and a half of sleep tonight, and it's 6 a.m., and I've been awake for the past 2 hours, unable to get back to sleep. I'm living away from home for the first time at a university 3 hours away. This is UK based, so it is relatively far, and I've never had a seizure on my own. My parents have always been around, and I genuinely just don't know what to do. I feel nauseous and so anxious, which I think is stopping me from sleeping, but sleep deprivation is a trigger for me, which is making my anxiety worse. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm allowed to make these sort of posts, but I just don't know what to do, and I'm super scared and I'm super sorry. Someone talk to me. If you're titrating up on the lamotrigine, that could be it, because it also caused me to have insomnia. So you just gotta wait it out until you're already titrated all the way up to where you're gonna be. And I suggest taking some B12 with your Lamictal, because it does. I mean, lamotrigine, which is the generic name. Yeah, taking some B12 with it will be good because it depletes our B12. So that would help with having a little more energy and not being so tired, because it did make me super tired. That's just what.
Shout out to Nature's Mate.
Yeah, shout out to Nature's Made. Take the B12, and it's helped me. I haven't had a focal since I started taking it several months ago. So yeah.
It's helped me, and I've had less focals, and they're less long, lengthy.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you got to get some sleep too. Like I said, it has caused me to have insomnia. So what I do for sleep, I don't suggest smoking, but I smoke. It helps. Turn the TV off maybe like 30 minutes to an hour before it's time to go to sleep. These things don't always help. I'm just throwing out things that help sometimes for me, because these things don't always help. Sometimes it's just nights where, to be like, F it, and just, yeah, sometimes nothing works. And I know what that's like. Yeah, but you got to get some sleep somehow. If it's 2 hours, anything, try to get as much sleep as possible. Maybe a quiet place. I don't know. But yeah, I did worry about the insomnia at first, and it giving me a seizure. So far, it has not, luckily. And I'm here. Got a comment here. One says, lamotrigine is known to impact your sleep. I would call the after hours line to your neuro to report the issue. If you can, get some melatonin or another sleep aid, cancel your plans for today and try to stay away from screens. I also have a sleep deprivation trigger, and I have learned that when you can't sleep, resting and pretending you're sleeping is maddening but reduces some risk. Letting your body and brain rest, even though you aren't hiding REM, is way better than pushing your brain to function how it should when you are awake. This is a common issue with the meds, so they will know how to help. I'm so sorry that you are feeling alone. Breathing exercises were also recommended to me. Look into alternate nostril breathing. It feels silly, but has nothing, but nothing has ever stopped my brain from running in circles so quick that I had to practice that. You aren't alone. Let that sweet brain of yours reach hemostasis, and the best it can do to ruminate on what ifs. They can only do harm in times like these, hoping you catch some Z's. Seems like they started trying to rhyme in the end. Another one says it's side effects that should pass after 2 weeks. If not, contact your neurologist. Yeah, I didn't pay attention if it bothered me in the beginning, but I know now that this insomnia is a lot. Wish I had someone to talk to when this started, because insomnia is quite frustrating when you're really trying to go to sleep and you can't go to sleep and you just can't fall asleep. Jeff, you have any problems falling asleep?
Yeah, I it takes me usually anywhere from a half hour to an hour to fall asleep, and I sleep maybe 5 hours, and that's it. And I'm tossing and turning most of the night.
Chip, you having any problems with sleep?
What sleep? I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that is. No, I have sleep problems even before I had seizures, so usually, but I also my sleep's messed up anyway because I get a ride to work a lot with a friend and he likes to leave at like 5 in the morning. So
Mm.
then I'll be up until midnight the next night because I have other stuff I have to do. So my sleep's all over the place anyway. I will say, interestingly enough, though, I was exhausted when I was on Keppra, and then they put me on Keppra and Vimpat, and I can never remember what the generics are, but when I was on Keppra and Vimpat, I was horrifically exhausted. It was atrocious. But then they took me off of Vimpat and they put me on Lamictal or lamotrigine or whatever it was you guys were just talking about. And as opposed to tired, I actually feel it's got to be 3 or 4 times better than when I was on Kepper alone, as far as how exhausted I feel, how mentally garbagey I feel. So I found that pretty interesting because I don't think that happens a lot of times. But my neurologist said that the Lamictals actually people tolerate that pretty well and usually have pretty good experiences with it. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents. But yeah, sleep, I don't know. I'm all over the place. I have kids, I have a wife, you know. I have a job that calls me, tells me to do stuff. So yeah, I always had bad sleep. Oh, and just in case we're keeping track, I did go to a hamburger place for lunch.
Nice. Yeah, I remember. You said you're going to the Canvas Club and to get food.
I had a
Oh, I went.
question.
Go ahead.
Like with the not sleeping and the insomnia, I really do get that. I don't have like a valid opinion if Lamictal make me had more, but I have DRE, so nothing has helped. But I'm between being diabetic and then just being so lucky. I have not really slept 8 hours full in probably several months. And I know it's important to get your 8 to hit REM. Um So I'm just like wondering like what's everyone else's experience because I'm sleeping probably like 12 hours a day, but it's like 3 off, 2 on. Like it's in big block. It's like never REM. Like I'm going in like really weird naps. I don't know why, but
With me, um, my insomnia is pretty rough. Sometimes I can't sleep, sometimes I can sleep. But the B12, it gives me enough energy to where I don't take a lot of naps like I used to. But the thing about falling asleep is I'm up at every morning at 10 because I take my pills at 10. And that's my morning dose, and I'm usually up after that. So if I can get sleep before 10 a.m., then I'm pretty good, I guess. At least get 4. I try to at least get 4 to 5. Um, but I've been good. I've been getting more than that lately. I've been getting what I can. Smoking, it's really the only thing that helps me, to be honest. It's the only thing that helps me get tired enough to sleep or eat enough to sleep or, yeah.
yeah. THCA is like the only way I've survived through like the migraines and the sleep and the physical pain. Like I had a focal and I was crawling. There's like a huge bruise on my hip. I'm putting together something. Like, are you doing anything with CBD? I'm in a medical state, so I was thinking like next time I'm hospitalized, asking them like, can you give me something? Like that's the most uncomfortable part about being in the hospital is they don't give me anything, but I haven't been in a legal state.
Mm.
Oh, well, you're in Cali. You're in the land of wonderful. I forgot. It's dense. The dense,
Yeah.
wonderful land of freedom.
Was gonna say I can't really help you there because
Well, do they give you like CB? Do you ask for? Okay, you're
now
not
it's a
hospitalized. I
hospital. I
don't know.
haven't been
Like,
in a while.
yeah,
To
it's
the
been a while.
emergency room, I try not to go. Yeah,
They wouldn't give it to you whether it's legal or not.
yeah,
And
it has.
then I don't want
Yeah,
them to say like drug seeking behavior and then they won't treat me at all. Cause like half the time when I go, they're like, oh, are you an alcoholic? Even though I've had seizures for 15 months. Like, why the fuck would you think I'm an alcoholic? I have epilepsy.
Yeah,
yeah, they won't give that to you in the hospital, guaranteed, because it's
Mm,
not federally legal, and it's also and hospitals get federal money.
that,
And
yeah.
I was
yeah.
I was talking to a doctor of mine years ago, and I'd asked her, and she says, "Well, there's two things. Number one, we're licensed federally, and it's not federally legal. But number two, if you were going to be the doctor who is going to give people their cards." You'd never have anything else you do in your life than to have people get cards. So you'd have no practice. So it's interesting. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Could you actually have the ability to go to an actual medical dispensary out there?
Yeah, and I had a seize my the last time I was hospitalized was because I like bought a bad joint and the doctor was like it probably wouldn't have been a big deal if it was someone else, but like you can't do stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I know. I don't know why I did that. But I do. So I only go to the dispensary, but I haven't gotten like my like med card. Obviously, I'm going to between like depression, anxiety, PCOS. I'm just the sickest person in the world. But epilepsy, I'm not worried about getting it. I'm just like kind of lazy.
Uh,
Transportation as always is an issue.
What are you making?
Like a stand, like a little makeshift like clothing rack from Amazon to just have like more space.
If weed triggered a seizure, why would you smoke weed at all?
It doesn't. It
Well, you
helps.
said it
It
did.
helps, but yeah, because it was unregulated. It wasn't from a dispensary. My uncle thinks I shouldn't smoke weed, y'all.
Yeah, I don't think it's good.
I think I
why
should listen to
not?
people who have epilepsy, but thanks. At my medical team.
Well, the person today that's epileptic works said her seizures were related to marijuana.
Probably because
She
it's
got off and it was a trigger for her.
well, good for her. Everyone's epilepsy is different. I've said that multiple times, but hey, thanks for the advice.
You start buying shit around here.
Like toilet paper?
Yeah, everyone's different. Everyone's
That's my
body is
uncle
different.
I'm living with, guys. That's my mom too. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Um, people who don't have epilepsy aren't going to see that. Everybody's body is different.
Yeah, there's just no, some people don't like respect that or educate themselves or even understand what regulated versus unregulated means.
Yeah, that's why I decide I need my mom in the room. She needs to know more about this. Got something that says, as someone who's currently in university and Seizures once a year, I'm super conflicted about my future career options. Says, wow, this turned out way longer than I expected. For context, I'm currently studying mechanical engineering, and thanks to my meds messing with my motivation and memory, it's taking me way longer than expected to get my degree. I live in Germany, and with a master's degree, I would preferably make around 4,100 pounds after taxes. If I get a job at a medium to large employer while getting this in quote basic healthcare, employee rights, and pension, which gets worse every year at the moment. This is the most common career path. I always thought this would be the path I want to follow, but recently discovered another option. In Germany, there's this status of Beamter, in quote, Beamter, civil agent, where this state is your employer, which gives you more security while making less money. To keep it short, it would be about 3,000 pounds after tax with a bachelor's degree. As a Beamter, you are employed for life. For instance, release protection, and you would get paid 70% of your monthly salary you earned in your last 2 years before retirement. You would have to take care of your health care yourself. What could lead to difficulties since your epilepsy is treated like a chronic illness, for instance, higher risk for the insurance company, but you would also get appointment treatments way faster since doctors get paid more compared to some other in quote basic health care. I'm really conflicted about this because my seizures don't impact my day-to-day life, my day-to-day life that much anymore, apart from not being able to drive and the side effects from my meds. So I do think I'd be able to stand by myself, and there are obviously way more options compared to public services. The most appealing one I find there was working in quality control for military, something I am really passionate about. So yeah, I'd love to know your take on this. Would you consider my restrictions in quote bad enough to pick the in quote safer career compared to the normal one with way less further restrictions and more options to increase your financial standing? It is almost feels like gambling since I obviously can't tell if my health would get any worse over time. In any case, if you're reading this, thank you for reading this and would really love your input on my good time rambling. Um, they're basically asking, does any of that sound like a good idea? Um, that sounds really good. I mean, compared to American work, it doesn't get all that. You get a job for life, guaranteed. Only thing you got to do is take care of your health care. We have nothing like that here. Thoughts on that, you guys?
And I'm sorry, he was like UK based or
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah, personally, my opinion is I was working, I work for a nice stable company and I used to not. And then in 2008, I think it was, we had the huge housing crisis and everyone was getting laid off. I know at my old company, it was a 10% across the board. But the stability at my current company is so amazing that I go for stability over money. You know, I could have made a lot more money if I wanted to, but stability is a million times more important than money because, you know, at least you know you're going to get a paycheck. So, yeah,
Yes.
and I think I'm on track with what that answering that question. But yeah, stability over money and moving around. Now, I've been doing the same thing for 10 years. I could do the same thing for another 20 and retire and be happy. It's all good.
You have a great attitude about it.
And the hamburger's good, by the way. So is the coffee.
That was good to know. Better question is, how's the weed?
Well, I took 200 milligram shots before I left. And then when I was walking back from the store to the restaurant, I took 200 mores. 200 mores. Yeah, that's good. So you asked me, how's it? It's actually pretty good. So I'm a edible person for the most part. I make my own, but but to go back, so that's my opinion on that. But to go back to sleeping and pot, if you have a good place you're going to and the people are good, they should be able to tell you things like if you don't want to get stoned, you don't want to have THC, you want to have CBD. If you want to go to sleep, you want to have CBN as opposed to CBD. You can get things like CBG, which will make you think better. You can get CBC, which will make you kind of mellower, but not sleepy mellow. There's a million different things tot wise. Not that I can speak very well to this, but there's tons of stuff that can help you sleep. Um, and if you ever have any questions, you should ask the people you go to if they're good. But you can also ask people here because I have a feeling more than me knows a lot about it. So,
I got something here. It says, when do you worry about auras? So, for context, I forgot to take the medicine over the weekend, staying with a friend, and I had auras yesterday. They only lasted for about a minute at most, but the problem is I'm still having some today. I had I had two very short ones. Should I be worried? I can't remember if I had auras continue into the next day, but I am worried. Should you be worried? Stress could be one of your triggers, so I would say don't worry, but I don't know how bad your epilepsy exactly is. Personally, from what you're saying, I wouldn't be too worried, but you got to be careful with these epilepsy and these meds and stuff. Yeah, I'm no doctor, but I can go from the first and only comment here. One says, honestly, in 16 years, in 16 years old, 16-year-old seizures. I panic still every time. I get anything that feels like a seizure, anything from dizzy spells to my eyes getting screwy. I've never actually had a seizure adjacent to any kind of aura sensation, yet still become totally paranoid. Not quite an answer to your question, just relatively behavior cursed by these symptoms. I'm so sorry you guys have epilepsy. I know it sucks.
yeah, I do too. Just like I said, I walk down here, I'm eating lunch, all that good stuff. And then I hear all these other stories, and I'm always like, man, that's horrible. And so, yeah, I agree.
So I tell myself all the time is it could be worse because I know there's situations like yours where I could walk to the store or stuff or go other places, and then I know there's people who just can't go anywhere, and um, they need way more people there, like attention wise and stuff like that. And yeah, everything that goes on with me, I always tell myself there's no reason to complain, and things could be way worse. Yeah, especially having epilepsy. I do got something here. It says, is there any med anyone takes if they know they're going to have a seizure that day? Usually when I wake up and say, end quote, shit, I know at some point during that day I'm going to have a seizure. Didn't get enough sleep the night before, have a lot planned for the day, possibly events that could have caused seizure before, a tough work day ahead, whatever it is. And I'm almost always right. I don't know if there's something I can take so I can be a functioning human that day and not have to cancel on everyone. Um, they have those meds where you can put it under your tongue, right? You guys heard about the what's it called? The rescue med. You put it under your tongue and it melts or something like that. Um, Not melt. Dissolves is the word. There we go. If anyone has a rescue med, that's usually a good one I heard. But some of these comments, one says anything that ends in Pam, diazepam mostly. Talk to your doc about emergency med. I take Clonopin. Destiny, you have a rescue med? Or Chip, you have any rescue med?
I do. It's a nasal spray. Like I always get confused. It's naloxone. I used to do a lot of reporting in substance abuse, so I always get confused with like those type of like opioid. It's the no, I don't know. It's a nasal spray. So yeah,
Did I
I
hear you
used
say
I
to.
do not.
Sorry, I used to take it with me in public, and then I realized no one's gonna know what this is or how to use it besides a paramedic. So I just keep it here for my family. Very supportive family.
Yeah. Um, did I hear you say you do the news or something like that?
Yeah, mine is a nasal spray. I could look up what the name of it is. One second.
Did I hear you at one point in time say you were like a weather person or a news person or something like that?
Yeah, I used to be a journalist and I was in an at-will state and then I got fired and I thought maybe it was because I was a bad worker, but then I realized they published all the work I did that week. So I don't know, but yeah, it's no, it's I'll just show y'all it. I don't know how to say it. Oh my gosh. How do you flip this? I'm like, I did work in media, and yes, okay, I found it. Yes, I'm very bad with tech.
Nasalium.
Yes, I have 2 doses of that. We've never used it, which
Me
doesn't
neither.
make sense considering some of the situations I've been in, but ultimately it's scary and there's a lot going on. I'm here. I'm cool. So, but yeah, I do have it.
Yeah, I have that, and I've never been in a situation to take it. Yeah, never took it, and I heard it sucks. Um, like the taste and the burn of the nose and all that stuff. Chip, you got any rescue med?
Oh, I'm here in the middle of 1.5 million things. Yeah, I do not have one. So, and I don't know. I don't think I could figure out if I needed one that day. So I've only really had one good knowledge of a seizure coming that day, or very shortly from when it was. So never had one. Should probably get one at some point, but you know, getting the things never really works.
Yeah, when you get it, you got to tell people about it because, yeah, don't let people think it's just something they just give you just because you have a seizure. Um, because yeah, you got to educate people on it. Personal
And
opinions.
at every 4 or 5, 6 months, it's probably not worth it. So And I'm assuming it wouldn't do anything for the ones I don't feel. So the stupid asymptomatic ones I get. But you don't need to get rescue from those, I assume, because they don't do anything. Well, I hope they don't do anything. Uh,
Please tell me what an asymptomatic seizure is. It
so,
it's what it sounds
so
like.
I
Just
have,
no symptoms.
yeah. So yeah, it's literally they're called subclinical or asymptomatic, and you literally have a seizure, but you have no idea you're having one. I was so after I had my first seizure, they gave me an MRI and they're like, "Hey, you have these cavernous malformation things on your brain. So we're gonna send you in for EEG and see if, test you with all the garbage they test." And so I was going through the hyperventilation part, and the tech started freaking out. And she's like, do you know who you are? Do you know what your name is? Do you know what year it is? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. What's going on? And she keeps questioning me all these questions over and over again. And I'm like, so what's going on? And she's like, you're having a seizure. And I'm like, cool. I don't feel any of it. So I went back to my neurologist and she gave me a 2-day at home EEG. And I had it was like 8 or 10 subclinical seizures every day or both of the days. And then they switched meds and I was having 4 to 6 of them every day on a 4-day test. So I don't know. And I think I probably wandered off track there, but I don't know if they really do anything. I've been trying to figure it out because I think they probably do something, but it's so hard to tell, when you feel like garbage from your medicine. Did I have something strange going on or am I just tired today? So yeah, subclinical seizure is, or an asymptomatic subclinical is you literally have it, but you don't realize you're having it. Well, there's a lot of loud people in here. I wonder how loud it is on your side.
It's not loud on my end.
Cool. Good noise canceling earbuds then.
My uncle's like kicking me out of the house right now. And he said I can't get my stuff. And he, like, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, but like, I legitimately, like, I'm not sure what I should do. He won't go with me to my doctor's appointments, but he's like screaming at me right now. I'm like genuinely afraid. Like, I'm gonna get the fuck out, I guess. I'm gonna get the fuck out. I'm sorry.
You're getting thrown out?
Yeah, my uncle's throwing me out the house right now. He told me to get the fuck out and he said he's gonna call the police on me. I don't know, like, and he said I don't know, like, I really don't know. I'm just gonna get the fuck out. I don't know, like, I don't tell him I don't know. I guess I'm leaving. I will. Do y'all have anything in the Reddit group to help with like homelessness? He's yelling in the background. Like, I feel an aura coming. He's stressing me out. I don't even know what I did besides try and I don't know. Like, is there something I can do? I have mail here, so at this point, I have squatters right where if he throws my stuff out, like 3 minutes, he said 3 minutes, or I guess he's calling the police. He told me to call my dad, who is he's an absent father. My dad's not in my life. He knows that. I don't know what to do. This is like, is there like, can I just post in the Reddit group, like, some sort of like outreach?
Sure. I'm trying to get in touch with people right now.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, I just stay on the phone, I guess, until I'm like away from him. I'm like genuinely scared. I don't know. Like, I just literally was just trying to set up a bed rack. and listened to you guys, and now he's calling 911 on me. I don't really know what I did. I have mail hail, so they can't like legally take me out. That's not how it works. But he's saying like, I don't really know. Like, I guess I have everything. I'm just gonna get out the house. Then I will like get a ride or something. It's cold here, but honestly, I don't want to be in the house.
How can I help from here?
I don't know. This is my family. I don't know. I'm getting kicked out. I don't know. I
You
don't
need a
know.
ride somewhere?
If these people wanted to help me, I don't know. Look at him. Like, I'm genuinely scared. Should I call the cops? Should I call the cops? Should I call the cops?
Yeah, you sound like you need assistance.
I'm
Yeah, you're
scared.
a woman.
Like,
Of course.
I'm gonna call the cops. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to get like my clothes and my medicine, I guess. I don't know. Like, I have like okay, I'm calling 911 and then I'm just gonna wait outside. I don't know. I don't want to be off the phone with anyone right now though.
Let's see.
I am like shaking. I don't know. Like, okay, I'll get the fuck out. Like, I guess I'm gonna call the cops, then I'm gonna call someone to come get me. Then I'm gonna get my stuff and I'll leave. Like, it's fine. I'll leave when he's not here. My stuff doesn't have to be here. I don't have to be here. It's okay. I have my medicine. I'm sorry, y'all.
Never be sorry. I have
I'm
to
just
admit,
gonna get the fuck out. I'm just gonna get the fuck out.
For things that people do for you. Because if I didn't go to work, I wouldn't be able to have a fucking house for you to live in.
Yeah, I'll call the cops in a second. Just for like record. I'm
Yeah, I was
outside.
gonna
I'll get off
say,
this property. I have mail here, so like I do have squatters' rights, but just because he said I can't take my stuff.
I would definitely have the police
sorry.
document it for
Like,
any
what
other
the
reason than have
fuck?
it document.
Hey,
I'm
Jess,
outside and
this is Katie. What's going on?
don't want to like be off the.
Are we talking eviction?
I'm just here like waiting for a ride.
Okay.
So the situation is she doesn't have a location to move forward to. She's getting put out of somewhere.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry to hear that. Can I ask where you are so I can just start doing some research?
What? I'm sorry.
North
Can I
Carolina.
ask,
Can I
what
put my
city in North
headphones
Carolina?
in, please? Hold on.
Okay.
My mom's like already on the way because after he started screaming at me, I told her to come. This
Okay,
is
great.
where I live because I can't fucking take care of myself. Like, how is this better? I'm gonna ask my friend's mom. I don't know, like, if I can move back into North Carolina. I can't get any benefits there. But, like, I can't live like this.
Where are you located?
No, you know best.
I'm in Ohio.
Oh, I thought you were still in North Carolina.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
everyone
but
told me they'd help me if I came up, and now I'm being kicked out.
All right, but now that you're in Ohio, you do still have somebody on the way to coming to get you right now? Your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to give us a phone number or something so we can follow up and make sure in case you get disconnected off the Zoom?
Yeah.
All right, do you want to put it in the chat or would you prefer to say it out loud?
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so somebody is coming to get you right now, and as of like this second, you are in a safe place? Do you have somewhere to maybe sit down if you needed to?
I'm just on the street, so I'm off his property, standing in front of the house. I don't know, like.
Okay.
There's.
Okay, is there anywhere you can walk to that's like a well-lit area, maybe somewhere with some cameras in the parking lot or?
No, I'm in the middle of nowhere, suburb Ohio. There's nothing, no.
Okay. All right, that's no problem. Well, that's a good idea that you're at least on the phone with us and your mom knows where you are. Is there a chance?
Talking him and lying, like. My mom knows where I am. That's her brother.
Okay, all right. So share location is something that she has access to for your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so as long as he's on the way.
Bird.
What's that? What do you say, Toaster?
He's like yelling at me that I'm smoking weed, but like, isn't this more of a trigger?
Burr.
Cold?
Freezing.
Okay, so are you I mean Destiny, it looks like you have a hoodie on. Do you feel like you're
Is
it cold out there?
It's cold, but I'm okay. I'm like the adrenaline and fear. I have 2 jackets on. I'm okay. I'm just kind of waiting.
Okay, and there's just nowhere indoors that you can get to?
No.
Okay. Okay, so I mean we're here for you. Do you think we should... Go ahead.
Houses near neighborhood. You
I don't know.
Not neighborhood. So no neighbor.
Would you mind if I text you? Could you just text me your mom's number?
Yeah.
Like that, Pete. That's up to you. Okay, talk a little bit.
No, he's trying to like get me to go back inside. Like, I don't feel safe around you. I think I see my mom coming. No, it's not her. I'm not going back inside. Okay, I'm gonna send you my mom's number.
Okay. You can just text it to me on that 772. Okay, yeah, you're doing the right thing, Destiny. If you don't feel safe around that,
I'm sorry.
you're doing the right thing. No, this is exactly why we're here. This is why we're here. We are here for you. Okay, so as long as she's on the way, I'm gonna get her on the line real quick and just see maybe exactly where she is. Should we give her any landmarks? Are you positive she knows exactly where you are?
Yeah, you can just say I'm right outside of Danny's.
Right outside of Danny's? Okay, if I get her on the line real quick, it might disconnect me from the Zoom. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling. We're right here, and I'll be right back.
If not too bad on your head, get it out again.
I'm next to grass, but I'm standing on pavement. I'll just stand on the grass if I'm allowed to stand on someone else's grass or like the government property grass. So if I fall or something, I'll be okay.
Good. No concrete.
Okay, I'm in grass by my head on.
There you are. I see you. And you're coming back near me.
Yeah.
Coming home to North Carolina.
Yes, back home. Back to Atrium, it's level 4. You know, I can come up if I need stuff. I was happy to go back to Cleveland, but I just don't think this is gonna work.
Duke. If you near if Duke.
Duke, yeah. They
Duke.
said Duke, yeah.
Duke is the best. Duke is best. I know Duke very well.
Yeah, and I'm about as far from Duke as I am from Cleveland anyway, so
Yeah.
you're right.
It is 3.5 hours and it's worth it. And usually they have like 1 year one if you live far away, cars are hard. Sorry, speech is kind of hard at the moment.
Okay.
But they do Zoom visits too.
Okay, that's really good. Yeah, because transportation has been the biggest problem this whole time.
This is the hardest part to get out, is when you can't get out.
Yeah, it is. That's the
And
scariest
then
part.
Do you fall under Medicaid or Medicare?
I have it now. I guess I will have to like try and figure it out again in North Carolina. But yeah, I do have it now.
Okay, is Medicaid in Ohio one of those that that gives you transportation to doctor's appointments?
Yeah,
Medicaid does.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And in North Carolina, you can request transportation services. Sometimes it's wishy-washy.
Okay, but still, we can definitely get you started on getting qualified for that. You know, those applications will process faster if you have contact information.
Mostly internet forms.
Yeah.
Mostly
Really
internet forms and honest, no money equals no income equals they not say easy, but
yeah, it's quicker.
Disability hard.
What's the situation with income at this point? Have you applied for disability, or do you have like child support or anything coming in? Any source of income?
I've been doing like freelance work. And it's untaxed until it's $600, so that's really good. I just got a job at a coffee shop, so I haven't really started, but I've been trying, and my partner's mostly been taking care of me, which like I'm grateful for, but I'm scared because I don't want to be reliant on someone. I was reliant on my uncle for my housing, and I just want to be able to take care of myself. So, I got a job, but I don't know.
Freeing you feel safe.
You got that job, and that is a really important part of you being able to be self-sufficient. Obviously, you have that drive and motivation that you've been generating a source of income for yourself, and that's incredible, Destiny. That's everything that you need, and you will.
Victory.
Yes, you will continue to succeed and definitely move up from here. I haven't got a hold of mom yet. Has she texted you or been in touch since?
No, I'm gonna call her real quick. I don't know. It kicked me out.
No, on mine it just put Zoom on hold, like it was another call, and then when I ended the phone call, Zoom came right back up, and I just had to unblock the camera, like turn the camera back on.
Okay, I'm gonna call her real quick.
Okay, if we don't hear back from you, or if you get kicked out, then I'll call your phone in 5 minutes. Okay. All right, babe, we're right here.
when getting North Carolina, depending on where, I can try to help find low income house. And try, not, I don't know. I don't promise.
No, she didn't answer, but I might just like get a ride or something. I don't know.
Anywhere there.
Do you have an address of where you need to get to?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
do.
do you have Uber?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be able to, maybe afford that, or do you want to schedule that?
Um, I don't. I'm like -50 right now.
Give me addresses.
Yeah, just give us addresses. Do you want to say it out loud, or would it be easier to put it in the chat? We can get it
Put
scheduled.
it in the chat.
Okay. Thank you. Is Uber the best one to use around there to get around?
I'm sorry.
Is Uber the best app to use around there for transportation, or do you have one
Yeah.
that's better?
No,
Okay.
it's the best one.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Checking tenant traffic.
Every time I see a car, I'm just like, oh, that must be my mom. So I don't know. Some car coming.
All right. Well, feel free to say the addresses out loud. I can always put it in.
Okay. The one I would be going to is
Okay. Let me track that down.
Pace me.
Sorry, Toaster. What'd you say?
Paste the.
Oh yeah, copy and paste. Okay, I'm spelling. I'm getting the address narrowed down right, because I don't think I spelled the city properly. But we got the zip code, so it's cool.
Valeria. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll pop right up.
Second. 12 minutes.
Okay.
Is saying.
Okay. I live in the suburbs, y'all. This is like the worst place to be for someone who can't drive, and they know everyone keeps saying they have their own life. Instead of helping me and then getting upset when I say I have no help, like I'm just gonna go back. I don't think this is where I should be.
And you know that best. That is the intuition that you need to have. And you're definitely doing the right thing here. And I know this has got to feel so desperate, like such a bottom, but this is the right thing that you need to do. And you know exactly what you have to look forward to, because you have that source of income and everything that you've been doing for yourself to literally stay alive and stay safe. Is there anybody else that you're responsible for? Do you have any children?
No, thankfully.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I don't even know. I guess he's mad that I smoke weed.
Okay, so I mean, when it comes down to it, there's no legal implications here, right? Where the
No.
at all?
No. My mom is calling. I'm gonna answer really quick.
Yeah, please. Did you guys say somebody sees a status of where the ride is?
9. 9.
All right, as long as Toaster got a status, I wasn't sure if something was on the way. And would
that's
well, if she's in the dark, if the driver can't find her, is the driver going to be calling you or her?
Send message.
Yeah, see if you can send the driver a message with Destiny's number, and just let them know this is the customer. Okay, great, Destiny. Thanks for letting us know. So did mom say she's on her way? Okay, got it. Do you want to let mom know that you have an Uber that's 9 minutes away, or you think your mom is closer? If mom gets there, is she gonna want to take anything up with Uncle, or do you think she's going to want to go in for any of your belongings? What should you expect with when Mom gets there?
No, out. No, please get um get your things. You get, please.
I just want to know in case Mom is going to be more likely to, want to take up and, issue with her brother. Just so Destiny can kind of already have a game plan in her head too. When Mom gets there, if it's safe for both of you to be in the car and get to, where you're going, then that's definitely understandable. So do you think Mom is going to want to take up any issues with Uncle, or are you going to be okay to get in the car when she gets there and go?
I didn't think. She May okay?
Everyone, I'm getting in my mom's car right now.
Yes.
Okay,
Thanks
great.
again. I'm gonna call. I'll be back in on the next one.
Okay, yeah, you get safe. Let Mom know that she can always check in with my number too. That's 772 number.
Okay, thank y'all.
Okay, thank you, Destiny. We'll talk to you soon, okay? You feel better, stay safe.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
You have my number as well.
Thanks.
Yep, what's this one? Good God.
Thank you, ladies. I don't know what.
I need to figure out how to cancel an Uber. I usually use Lyft.
See, I couldn't think of the name of the other one. I knew there was another.
You think that was an abuse situation?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's need find.
it was kind of a. She got put out as we were like having the podcast. She was doing good. We were talking and stuff. And then she was saying that her last seizure she think might have happened because she smoked street weed instead of smoking medicinal. And everything went south from there. Um,
Oh wow.
I'm sorry I had to take you guys away from your days. I know.
I just got on at the end of it. I was just trying to figure it out. Sounded like an abuse case.
Yeah, she kind of just moved there. I think she said just moved in state with some family, and
Yeah, it sounded like she said North Carolina to Ohio, and then got to Ohio with the uncle, got the job. Obviously, the mom isn't too far, but maybe that's not Mom's like full-time address, and there must be some reason she's not living with her.
yeah,
Holiday.
Like her mom is there for a vacation or something.
Holiday.
thanks again, you guys.
Glad we were here. This is exactly why we're here. All right, so
Yeah, like I said, we were having a good day. Me, Chip, and her doing pretty good. All laughs and smiles, and then weed came in, and that was the killer.
So that set him off because he heard that she got something from not dispensary.
Yeah, that one of her past seizures was because of some weed she got from the street and not from the dispensary.
And was there any physical or indication that like the police should have been called?
Um,
Like when by the time she made it outside, is she injured right now?
no.
Okay. Okay, and she doesn't have babies, and was there any indication of medication? Is she gonna need some medicine if she just up and left? Does anybody know if she had anything with her? Oh, I'll text her that now.
Yeah.
Did she answer the typical what what meds you're on, when was your last seizure stuff when she first came, and is anybody like writing all of that down?
I have a
Is
lot
that
of her
something we should
information.
write down? Like,
I have a lot of her information because
yeah.
we went through some of this with her before. Not the getting evicted and thrown out. That was just kind of a thrown
Right.
out situation. That wasn't exactly eviction. That was kind
Yeah,
of
no,
family
no,
saying
that's not eviction.
that was more like get out of my house since you're gonna smoke weed and have seizures.
Okay.
Kind of exactly what it was.
You've been
Yeah.
moody as fuck around the holidays.
Yeah.
Man, bad.
What?
Some families don't take kindly even when it's legal.
Yeah, that's for sure. But it sounds like if it was that
Yeah.
easy to set off, then it was probably a long time coming or inevitable.
The thing that amazes me about pot is that every Sunday afternoon, everyone will sit on their sofa and drink a 12-pack of beer,
You
which is a
know,
million times worse. But
seriously, you're like rotting yourself from the inside out. Choices,
here
choices.
you go.
And
Here's the view. I gave Pookie the view earlier. Now I'm almost home again, though.
Oh, you're far from the East Coast.
marijuana has more
Dark over here.
medical uses that are better for people with epilepsy.
Oh
Fuck it, I
yeah,
want to roll the joint
definitely.
now.
I have a whole bunch in my backpack. That was part of my trip today. So, but unrelated though, thank you guys for being so awesome because that was cool as hell. You know, actually caring about somebody is so interesting. Who does that these days, you know? So
Us?
that's really cool, you guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who actually cares? You
Yeah,
know?
well, there's no
So,
Been us
moderators
for
out
like
there like us.
2 seasons.
Keep
Yeah.
seasons coming.
Yes, yes. So I do have a post here.
I have to write
It
a
says,
DM to Reese. I haven't spoken to her in a bit.
who?
Kelly.
Reese.
Reese.
I met a lot of
I
people
don't know
before.
if I'm.
They came.
Reese was the
Got
one that
something
got the
here.
surgery in the head that got messed up.
Okay. Got one here. It says 2 DMV or not 2 DMV? That is the question. My doctor and I are talking about me driving again. I live in a state where the patient, not the doctor, informs the DMV that you have epilepsy and cannot drive. I never reached out to the DMV. I just stopped driving. It's been over a year now. And our conversation about driving again, the doctor said something about filling out my portion of the paperwork and he'd fill out his patient of the he'd fill out his paper of the portion work to get back on the road. I let him know I never told the DMV. I assumed there would be no paperwork to fill out, no license to reinstate, right? Apparently not. The doctor expects me to do the medical review with the DMV so that they know I have medical issue but can't approve. With this approval, my driving, what do you think? Let the DMV out of this, let the DMV out of it, or start a never ending paperwork relationship. I'm in a state where it's different than a lot of people. The doctor is just like, we don't have that option. The doctor calls the DMV and does all that for us. Like, as soon as it needs to happen, the doctor does it. So,
Doctors, the snitches.
I think in
So
most states, doctors are
they trying to
required.
get their license
Yeah.
reinstated, or what are they trying to get done?
um,
It sounded like they got through whatever waiting period there was after your last unprovoked seizure to get their license back, and they were assuming that there was some sort of paperwork that they would need their doctor to fill out for the DMV to get their license back. And if they're finding out that their license was never actually revoked because they were supposed to be the one who told the DMV, and they assumed the doctor, and the doctor was not responsible, so the DMV never knew.
Oh, wow.
So the doctor is telling them that they now need to inform the DMV still because, they have this medical condition. If they don't, okay, this is getting to an answer part of it rather than an interpretation of the question. But if they don't, then I think that they're putting themselves in a position where they could be held criminally liable for withholding that information. If they get into an accident and the DMV doesn't know, if their insurance company doesn't know all of this, then that's the thing that you're supposed to avoid by getting your your license taken away is to not be held criminally liable for any, God forbid, any sort of accident. So, um, I don't know
Um,
if the DMV doesn't know from the doctor, then I think they should tell them. Otherwise, you're opening yourself up. If you're the one who's legally required to, it's kind of like the IRS and taxes and stuff. You're legally required to go and report it, even though they already have a lot of that info.
so what about like it's kind of confusing because now it's like since the person has the right to go get a license again, like how do you go about that? You like I never went to get it canceled. Like, are they gonna make you want to
They might be
like
able to get the doctor to write them that letter right away, immediately, saying that it has been 6 months under medical supervision since they have last had their seizures, so they're controlled and eligible to drive, but the DMV needs to know about their epilepsy still. Is what I think the doctor's saying to them.
I would be curious to see what the visit summary is.
Yeah.
Like you said, when the legal liability comes around, dates and that visit summary is going to make a big difference on whether the doctor actually put it on record that the patient is responsible to inform the DMV of this medical condition and the doctor's recommendation for it. Never heard of a doctor not actually having to do it though. Surprising.
Yeah, I heard in most states they are required by law to contact the DMV.
I think they told me
Oh,
something about that when I had to start taking the controlled substances too.
the 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 not
Medication
story. Uh-uh. Um,
summary.
Pookie posted about study showing and
people not reporting it?
recommending decrease in time and allowing more discretion on the doctor's part.
Yes,
He's
I saw that. Yeah.
the article. Article.
Mhm.
Words are coming back slowly. Weed helps.
I know.
Did something happen earlier, Toaster? Are you okay? Good. Okay. Good.
I'm glad you're
Internet
okay.
dog.
Life happens.
We
Legally.
we get up, we live on.
Yeah, I'm sorry you guys are just going and snatching you about from whatever you were doing. Um,
Mm.
that
Happy to be
was
here. Destiny just sent a couple messages with a lot more information on what what the circumstance was. So if anything does come across that we can help her out with some kind of police report, or if anything does end up getting filed, then the don't forget that on text.
Zoom might need to stop and re-record. So
Yeah, you want to just start over?
You have that for filing.
what the part of talking to
For the
her? Or,
record.
Mm.
For reporting.
Letting up.
Hmm?
Leading up to the
oh, so we should stop now? Is what you're saying? All right. The thing with renewing the license, I was thinking that so if your doctor says that I got to renew these papers for you, um, if they're like I got to renew these papers for you once you go so many months, what if I never did the papers, but it's been that many months? Like, can they still do the paperwork that day or whatever the case? Because this person just seems like they're just trying to get their license, and what's going to happen now is I don't know. Yeah, I say follow your doctor's instructions. Yeah, like I said, my state, we gotta not do it because they do it for us. Yeah, they do all that DMV stuff for us. Yeah, wish I could drive, but yeah.
Yeah, I miss driving. Even just like going to Burger King on my own. I can't get there. Every time I try to order Burger King through their app and deliver it, it gets completely messed up. And every time I've complained so much that they like don't believe me anymore. They don't refund when I've completely gotten the wrong thing and they've messed up so bad, so
Mm.
regularly.
The milkshake's always missing.
I mean, they gave me that like meatless impossible Whopper, like impossible veggie vegan Whopper thing when I ordered a triple Whopper. Like it's a
Oh, yum.
triple Whopper with bacon and cheese. Like who orders like a meatless burger with bacon? But
That
I I don't
is
know.
odd.
It's
An
I mean, I
impossible
guess
burger
there's
with
odd people
bacon.
out there. They might just like those impossible meat patties, but I I don't know. Yeah, I miss driving. Even just like I think I've talked about this before. Like I used to have a uh, BMW, humble brag, right? Um, but straight six twin turbo, 6 speed manual transmission, rear wheel drive. It's like, you know, um, sports cars enthusiasts, sports car setup type thing, and um, getting up early before, right as the sun is rising, it's still kind of a little foggy, and going out and kind of out in some little boonies and kind of driving around just for the hell of it and stuff was it was better than waking up and smoking a joint, making a cup of coffee and just going around and driving was my ideal, like Saturday morning, Sunday morning type thing. So I miss that. I mean, the car, but I miss just the license and the freedom to be able to just go and do that alone. So, yeah. Christmas decorations going up. What's everybody think about that?
Around here, there's seems like a contest. Uh, yeah, seems like they just decided we're all gonna go up on this Tuesday. Boom, and then all the lights were up on that Tuesday night, and it seemed like everybody got the memo except us. Just
Do
all
you
of a
do
sudden, all the
you
house
do?
next to us had lights everywhere. Like the street is beautiful. Out of nowhere, we were not aware that they were doing this on a random Tuesday.
I did
Every
not think of it. Like I should go like step out in front. There haven't been any interesting night rocket launches, so I had no reason to look out the front door. Um, but yeah, maybe I should go take a little walk, step outside, walk around the block and see what's up. It is Fitness Friday, right? Uh,
oh
the
yeah,
idea
Fitness
of
Friday. I gotta
exercising
go to the
sounds
park.
exhausting.
Um,
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Good. How about you?
A young
Yeah.
lad.
Crappy.
Crappy? Oh no.
You,
I keep getting on here and then I keep getting auras and jumping off. I think this is my third time on.
yes.
Well,
Uh,
at least the auras aren't happening in New Jersey.
no, that's true.
It's,
I
They're
can give you
happening in a
good
good
news.
spot.
I can give you good news, Jeff.
Yeah.
The Cowboys screwed themselves again.
Yes, that was good news. It only would have been better if Prescott broke his leg.
Oh man, come on, guys. You guys don't like the Cowboys that bad?
Poke.
Mm.
The only thing we know about Dallas is that it sucks.
Well, I feel you them right now.
I have a play literally recorded from yesterday's game where it was a safety and the refs called it not a safety.
But they got him the next play.
Jameer Gibbs ran all over them all night, though.
Yeah. How are you doing now, Angel?
I am tired because I took the Clonopin earlier, and that mixing with the Excopri is wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, but I'm trying to manage because Princess is here and I have to watch out for her. And yeah, the Nasalem would have just knocked me out.
Yeah. It does that.
Yeah.
Is it an aura day for a lot of people? I had some tingles this morning. I'm Klonopin all day today.
Yeah, I wrote
On
my event on um the tip jar.
I didn't check it yet.
this morning.
Actually, I did check it.
Yeah, I wrote it on the tip jar this morning after I dropped off my daughter from school. I came back home and Andrea described it like perfectly, but it was like reality went into distant, but I didn't get no like stomach or anything. It was just like the words, everything were sound, like you could hear sound, but it was like kind of muffled. And everything just seemed like reality went into distant. And I'm like thinking, is this an aura?
A bit of dissociation.
Today's my 7th day with no medication, just the vitamins. And so far, so good. That thing with an aura e day, I probably should have like wrote down something earlier, swiped a magnet, but nothing really happened. I was getting ready. I was totally conscious the whole time and just had a funny feeling kind of thing. But I don't get auras, so I don't know what to call it.
You have a magnet with an RNS?
Yeah, the magnet with the RNS, when you swipe that, it causes the reading to kind of spike. Like it just causes all the things to spike. So when a tech is reading it, it's like a bookmark. Like that's a part that will stand out and essentially get them to pay attention to that time frame since the patient. Yeah, because if we swipe a magnet with an RNS, it's like that'll definitely set it off or do something.
Is it like pressing the button when you're in the EMU?
I mean, nobody actually responds. No, nobody's pulling the data to pay attention to. Yeah, it's not like that. It's a bookmark for them. I think of it as like a bookmark for the tech when we're back in the office doing another read. And yeah,
I got
hate
something
bugs.
here. It
Bugs are supposed
says,
to be
what do you
gone in
call
a month.
this? It says, what do you call this? I've been struggling to explain my new seizures to neurologists for a long time. I've had myoclonic and tonic-clonic seizures. This new one is somewhere in between. Big myoclonic because I retain awareness and afterwards there's no postictal symptom. Little tonic-clonic because my entire body is affected. I throw my arms out and my head goes back. Legs are affected and I make noise. They want to send me to EMU where they can take me off of meds that will result in a tonic-clonic. And I know this from forgetting my meds. The EEG was myoclonic because lack of sleep. My triggers are pretty tried and true for tonic-clonic and myoclonic. But this new one is a crapshoot. I think it's related to my menstrual cycle, but like everything else with epilepsy, it doesn't make sense. The only reason it hangs around is to fuck with me. Is there a name for this type of seizure? If you have tonic-clonic that lasts only a couple of seconds, will you explain it to me? I've had a tonic-clonic that I was told lasted 7 seconds. I don't exactly know how short. Actually, they did say a few seconds. Yeah. Does that sound like a seizure, you guys? It's in between a myoclonic and a tonic?
I know I've had stuff that they called based on the RNS and like from the EEGs when they were reading those, they said there was stuff that looked like tonic-clonics, but I never even like flagged. I didn't. It was during one of the EMU stays. that there was definitely a couple episodes that they called that they said enough of the electrodes went off that they would have thought it was a tonic-clonic, but I didn't push the button or write anything down or anything. So technically, I guess they don't call it a tonic-clonic. They just called that like some kind of medical word for seizure activity. Like it was obvious seizure activity or like something to that effect. But yeah, that's definitely. I don't think I've ever had a seizure that I thought was a tonic-clonic that lasted a few seconds. Like nothing less than a minute.
Well, isn't the tonic part of tonic-clonic is the sudden uncontrollable stiffening of the muscles, and the clonic part is repeated uh jerking movements and stuff. So I mean, as far as I understand, I may be mistaken, but I think it's possible to have a seizure with tonic activity without the clonic component, or vice versa. And I don't necessarily know what they would call those, if they would refer to the, I mean, I don't know, maybe the tonic, the sudden stiffening is, you know, without the clonic part, without the full body, is what is, you know, happening with the myoclonic jerk or something. I'm just spitballing, but you know, I don't know, based on that experience I had that I wrote about back in August, September with the nystagmus and all of that. It was I was definitely having like repeated jerking movements without the uncontrolled stiffening in between. So um, if that's the case, then maybe the other case could be true too, and have the uncontrollable stiffening without jerking, and you're just yeah, I don't know. You guys get it right. Have you had anything like that?
Say
I
that
don't
last
think
part
I've
again.
ever had one that with like the stiffening without the jerking part, but it was really short. Like there was maybe one kick, and that was pretty much it. But I don't think I've ever had anything that was just fall and stiffen up. Is that kind of what you're suggesting might be like the tonic without the clonic?
Yeah, yeah, essentially just kind of really quick, and I don't know, might be mistaken for a tonic clonic if there's, you know,
But
depending.
without fail, like every time something gets bit, the lip or their tongue or like something.
Sounds like myoclonic.
Can a myoclonic happen with the full body?
Yes,
You just
What's the deal with awareness during a myoclonic? Do you have to be unconscious,
you
or is
can
myoclonic have
you can be aware from what Kevin says.
Well, and Luva had said a while back that even hiccups can be a manifestation of myoclonics when they're like the really, really intense, to the point of painful hiccups. That can be, you know, your diaphragm jerking, and, you know, well, hiccup. But, you know, the typical hiccups just kind of is a little light fluke or whatever. But when it's a myoclonic event, I guess it's significant. So yeah, not to say that all hiccups are myoclonic jerks, but there could be myoclonic jerks that appear to be hiccups. Maybe a
Yeah, I
better
was
way to
looking
put it.
into that.
Because I've definitely had hiccups in the past where they were painful, and I just was crying. I wanted it to stop, and I couldn't. All of the, the folk remedies, hold your breath and whatnot, or drink a glass of water from the other side, something, some things that people had suggested, and I don't know. Eventually, they just stopped, but it was um, horrible. Um, yeah, horrible. That was long before I had the focals that kind of show up as the tingles too. Hmm.
Do you
I
get
think
that
with
Mark,
my
where your body tingles?
What was that?
Do you get that where your body tingles? It doesn't
No,
really shake, but it's tingling.
the tingles are just like a physical sensation, not a, there's no like involuntary muscular action with any of it. It's just like, oh my gosh, here it goes again, and then some something. Then I feel something that makes no sense, and then it's either over or it generalizes and I lose time. Yeah.
But- Okay, so it's definitely a seizure of one type or another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because I've had a couple of those and I never realized if it was a seizure or was just my nerves, which are all messed up anyway, just firing up or something.
well, seizures involve the nerves, so yeah.
Okay.
And I
Yes.
noticed the
Is
difference between myoclonic and uh tonic-clonic is the myoclonics are just basically more like simple, I wouldn't say simple jerks, but they're more jerkings, where the tonic-clonic is your muscles are tightening and contracting.
you're like trapped in it.
Yeah.
So how's this week been for everybody else?
Been
Good.
good until today.
What's up today?
Um,
Weather drop for you or?
Well, it was that little thing earlier with the
Yeah, yeah,
possible
that's
aura. Yeah. But the weather
uh,
has dropped for us significantly. It's been like in freezing all week.
well, it's freezing because we're cold, which we call freezing, but we're
Um,
high 40s.
Right
we're
there.
actually below the level 31.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're nowhere near that.
Yeah, so literal actual freezing, scientific.
that's where Aubrey's been. That's where the places in Tennessee are. Like a lot of the country's got like really shitty weather all week.
And there were, like, you can go outside today and you will see maybe some flurries, but not like significantly enough to say it's snowing.
Yeah, around here we're doing low 60s, high 50s, uh, and that's cold to us.
Yeah, same here in the desert. It's cold.
Yeah, it's
When I went
cold.
out for my walk early this morning, it was 45.
Oh, yeah, that was
That
how
was
my morning was.
bad. I mean, it was in the high 60s, but windy, so it's chilly.
Yeah.
Does anybody else make it a point to like get the flu shot or something around this time when you're more likely to get sniffles or?
Personally, haven't got the flu shot in maybe over a decade.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't get
living
flu
with my
shots.
parents, and they're both
I don't believe in
senior
those
citizens
vaccines.
with you know, significant health issues. So I really feel like I should get whatever shots they
Yeah,
want me
I
to
did.
get in order for them to feel safe, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
did the
mean, that's just
COVID
like
vaccine just so I could see my daughter being born in the hospital, and that's it.
oh wow,
Wow. Wow.
But
yeah,
I would have never got it.
yeah.
Every
My
time
son,
I've gotten the flu vaccine, I get the flu because of Lyme disease.
that's enough of that.
Yeah, not. I have nothing against vaccines, but not the flu vaccine. Never.
Eventually, COVID is going to be like flu season. It's going to be COVID season.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be the norm, just to be something that's out there in the air.
I think it
Already
already
is,
is.
isn't it? I mean,
They got
heard
like what?
about
They're
COVID
already up to
cases
like
around the same
letter
time.
E and stuff, and there's a new vaccine this year for COVID, and it was like, no.
Everybody's body is different, and we're not doctors.
Please take medication as prescribed.
Please take your medication as prescribed.
I'm about to go to bed.